Survivor from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to show you how to create some frames. Now this is by request from a viewer that wanted me to show her how to create my frames. And I'm going to create a gold frame with a little bit of black. It'll have that distressing patina look. So let me show you how to do it. Now I have three different types of, actually 4 different types of mold. One of the molds that I have, this is of course is the one from Mod Podge, and it's meant for hot glue gun, and it works perfect for this technique. This is a Wilton silicone mold. This one also works well for this technique. And the Martha Stewart ones also work very well. It does not stick to it. This one also works well. Now this is a mold that I created using some silicone and talcum. I did some talcum powder or cornstarch. It was actually cornstarch and silicone that I mixed together. You know, it's the stuff that you buy for the bathroom to put on the edges of your bathroom. And then I used, you know, a pin, and I created that impression, and I also used that. So there is a video on how I create these. Now the molds that I do not recommend for this technique are these. When I try to use this mold, and because we need very hot temperature glue in order to use it for our molds, the face of this little doll, it melted a little bit. It's not as the deep impression. So these molds that you see here, you cannot use it. The other mold that I do not recommend you using this technique are these. These do not work. I try to use it, and as you can see there, I damaged that mold a little bit. So don't use these. These are perfect for clay, but do not use it for hot glue. So don't use these. Don't use these for hot glue. The ones that I have tested is the Martha Stewart, the Mod Podge, your silicone ones that you make homemade. Those, I have tested those, and your Wilton. Those are the only ones I know for a fact they'll be fine. So you're going to get your hot temperature glue. So it has to be hot temperature. It cannot be low temperature. And then once you get it nice and hot, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fill your mold. Okay. I like to tap it to level it a little bit, and see it's nicely filled. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Let me go ahead and put another one. Now, one of the tricks that you can also do is to get your hot glue gun. Okay, let me plug mine in. I wasn't prepared, sorry about that. Okay, and then you can use that to melt it a little and fill in the gaps. Okay, so now let me do this little owl. And of course, we gotta do one with our from our Mod Podge, because this is the one that really gave all of us, at least for me, it inspired me to use my regular hot glue gun and try out my different molds to see if I can do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to hit it with my heat tool. Okay, so then you unmold it, like you can see there. And then this one looks like it's ready also. Still a little warm. And then you can, before it goes completely dry, you can go ahead and clean up the edges. And see how pretty that is? That really nice. Now, all of the other ones is the same way, so don't, you know, that's why I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on those. But now we have 2 frames. So what I usually do is I use my fingers. I get gold, so I'm going to use 2 different golds. I got this multi-purpose metallic by Martha Stewart, and I got this folk art metallic as well. And then I'm just going to use this acrylic paint. And you're going to put the black acrylic paint first. Use your finger, because you're just going to just put throughout the whole piece, get it in the crevices. And I find that using my finger to do this works a lot better than any paintbrush that you can use. Okay, so now I'm going to heat it, not use my heat tool, but use your hair dryer at low temperature. Okay, so now that that's nice and dry, I do not recommend using the heat tool. It'll melt again. It's too hot. So now I'm going to use this folk art paint, and I'm going to put a little bit on there. And then I'm just going to put it on. So now that you have that on, what you can do is just remove the excess like that. And let's dry it. Okay. And the other method also is I'll do it on the other one. But this one I put black first and then I put the gold. So now let's try some Martha Stewart paint. It's a little different gold. It's more vibrant, the gold, more yellow gold. This one's more like an antique gold. This one is a more vibrant gold. I'm going to set that aside. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how to do the one that you're just going to put gold first. So let me fold this over. And I think I'm going to use the Martha Stewart gold. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the gold first. So make sure you saturate it with gold. Okay, so once you got the gold, then you're going to take a little bit of black. Not too much, and then you're going to go over it with the black. I think this will look very nice with gesso. Really will. So now that we have all our pieces, the last thing is you want to seal it because I don't want it to rub off. So what you can use any kind of sealant. You can use decoupage, you know, the high gloss decoupage. You can also use glossy accents, is what I use on my other piece. But I don't really have glossy accents right now, so let me go ahead and I'm going to use this Glass Finish by Folk Art. And you're just going to put a little bit of that on your piece. Just put enough there, and then what I did with my with the one piece that I made, I just went over it with my finger like that, and make sure I put that, smear that all around it. And then I let it dry, and when it dried like a glass finish. So there you have it. See how nice, it's going to be very nice. It's still not completely dry, but it will come out looking very, very nice. You can also sprinkle some glitter, so before it completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this glitter and just sprinkle some on top. And that's going to look fabulous. Look how beautiful that looks with the glitter. So that's really going to look nice. So I hope you liked this video, and it's just how you can create your own little frames using hot glue. Buy some molds. So I would invest in these molds from Martha Stewart. They are the bomb. They're great. Also Mod Podge. I got all the 4 Mod Podge molds. I got all of them, and I can tell you that these make wonderful embellishments. And Wilton molds are also very nice. They actually are very good. See how I can use that in the mixed media project, actually in the layout. They're very, very nice. Excuse me. And then let's undo this one. And see, the ones that you create yourself also works very nice too. So I hope, and then and what you need to do is just, you color it like I did this, and all the crevices and everything will just pop. It will look very nice. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.